That's what I want.
Gotcha. I had somebody else was telling me today that she was like craving carbs after dinner. And we were just talking about drinking Zevia because it's like sweeter and kind of fills you up because it has bubbles.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried it before?
Not that.
It comes in like all of the normal pop flavors.
Oh, interesting.
Like I really like the root beer and the cream soda.
Okay.
So that could be a good like filler. I think just kind of finding alternatives to when you're feeling those cravings, like having some go-tos other than like just your water, because sometimes that can be like, wow,
Yeah.
I really want that. So
Do you guys drink carbonated water that's not sweetened?
I drink LaCroix.
Yeah, I drink too. And that seems to help be something a little bit different.
Mm-hmm. I think just sometimes holding the can,
right?
You just feel like, oh, I have something special.
Right.
Just feels different.
Yeah.
Jennifer, do you have anything that you want to share? Any successes? Anything you've learned?
I finally got off of like putting stuff into my water. So I used to put like those bad sweeteners in. Oh goodness. That's what I used to do, and now
like Crystal Light?
Yeah, Crystal Light. And now I'm off of it totally. It's just ice and water, which is good for me.
Sweet.
So
she did recommend one called Stir.
Yeah.
Like STUR. She said that one is a pretty healthy one. Like not to do it every single time, but
when you're looking at the water and you cannot tolerate it, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when you get in those like water ruts and
Okay.
Yeah. So that might be one to try, but that's awesome. That's a huge success. Like that stuff takes a long time.
I've been fighting it for 2 years.
Oh goodness, yes. That is a huge success. That's awesome. I don't know which Katie this is. We have two Katies in our group, Katie Naylor and Katie White. So I don't know who's on with us. Let's see.
Katie Keach.
Oh, is it Katie Keach? Oh, we have three Katies?
It is. Yes.
It's a Katie group. Hey Alex.
How's it going, Katie?
Good. This is Saturday's been kind of a battle. I'm finally down. When I gained pounds on Saturday, ate perfect, drank. I had a beer, but I think with heat, I feel bloated this week. Like I can't.
Me too.
It's just, and I'm watching. I'm watching. I don't think because I'm so busy at work right now. I don't think I'm drinking enough. So I don't know if that's part of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And stress.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're just a smidge at work.
Yeah.
You know, and realizing I have like just over 2 weeks before we leave for Hawaii. So.
Hope everyone's okay.
My dog scratching my door.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna make a comment. I was listening to Alana the other day, and she kept making the comment when people say like, "Oh, I ate perfect," because I do this all the time too. And she basically said like, there is no perfect. Like you're always trying to figure out like what your perfect is, I guess. Like you're trying to learn what that looks like for you. So like we're tempted to look at like the way the plate it looks and be like, well, I followed that to a T. So, why isn't it working? But we have to consider the fact that our bodies are all different. And so like your plate it is going to look different than my plate it and, everybody else in the group too. So just kind of like be aware of that like you still may need to make some tweaks. like how I posted before about my snack. Like I've gone back and forth on that afternoon snack because I don't always feel like I need it. But I definitely noticed in the tracker on the days that I skip it, I definitely don't lose the next day. So I'm kind of like, maybe I need that for, I don't know. Maybe I'm not getting enough protein.
So you don't lose when you don't have a snack?
Right.
You think you need your snack?
Yeah, I think my snack must help burn more or something. I don't know. It also.
Yeah, I was almost thinking maybe I need to try taking out my snack.
Oh, and that could be for you. I think because I'm working out, I maybe needed that extra protein. Because some days I was only having like just protein at like breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I have been used to more than that in the past. So.
Oh, right.
That might be why.
Do you guys all do Shakeology for breakfast, or do you do it for other snacks?
I've been
I
doing
alternate.
Yeah, me too. I alternate.
I primarily do it for breakfast, except for on the weekends.
Yeah.
And I never do it for breakfast because I'm too in love with eggs and peanut butter toast and Brussels sprouts.
I can't get a Brussels sprouts for breakfast. I don't know.
I put syrup on them.
Mm.
Pure
So
maple
just-
syrup.
Do you like?
It sounds weird, but it was delicious.
It's so good.
Are they pre-made? Like, and then you just reheat them, or you do it every morning?
No, I make like a big batch of them on Sunday. And then I think it's going to last me throughout the week, and then Chasten eats some of them. So inevitably, I always have to make more.
Haley, how do you make them?
I saute them on the stove. So I put in a little bit of coconut oil, and then I just throw them in, and I stir them a little bit, and then I take the lid and put some water in the lid and like dump it on and steam them. And I do that lid thing like 3 times. I like my Brussels sprouts probably a little bit mushier than most people. Oh, my internet connection is unstable. So dramatic. So yeah, that's what I do. But you could probably do like less steaming and it might come out. They do look pretty burned when they're done, but they don't taste burned. It's just like good flavor.
Did everybody watch the video on the plateau?
No.
10 things to do. It was kind of long, but it had good tips in it.
Was that in what was the post?
It was in our group, like a post this week. I think it was was it yesterday?
I think it was yesterday.
So it wasn't it wasn't a video from like the actual videos. It was a bonus video.
Correct.
Oh, I need to go back and watch that.
What
were
somebody
some of those
commented on it. Who commented on it? It was 10 tips for breaking a plateau. I was listening to it while I was cleaning my kitchen, and I wished I had been listening to it with like a pen and paper, so I'm gonna have to watch it again, but it was good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go back and do that. I thought the post early in the week with all of the like, was it that the scale went up? That post, it had so many good questions to ask yourself when the scale goes up. I know I can't find it, but I'm so frustrated that our group does not have topics. Like,
Why is that?
I don't know. Like Facebook has this new thing where you can organize everything in your groups and you can put them under topics. So we could put everything, like we could organize it by week. We could put, whatever we decided. But for some reason, this particular group does not have the option. and it's driving me bonkers. So yeah, super weird. Oh, there you go. Oh no, I didn't even see that. Okay, breaking through a plateau. Oh, yeah, see, that's sort of like what I was doing. She said go back to your weight loss days in your tracker and try and figure out like what they all have in common.
I've tried that. I'm thinking of just like literally eating the same thing I ate on those days. Seeing what happens.
Yeah, that could.
I think I don't remember where I heard her talk about this, but I think I need to make sure I'm doing trackable foods, she called them. Because I was just trying to fill in my tracker for today. I'm like, it was about like a half a cup of fruit. I don't know.
Yeah.
So for some things, if it's an untrackable food, to maybe even pull out my containers and make sure that have some way of measuring it.
Right.
I
Yeah,
know that's one thing I'm probably slacking in.
that's a really good observation.
I feel like I still kind of use the containers because that really helped me with kitchen. So like if I'm getting grapes, I'll just fill my little purple thing with grapes, and I don't know, that's what it was. So I still kind of use them.
Yeah, I've been doing that too. Like that's how I measure my yogurt.
Mm-hmm.
I've always measured my yogurt in the red. Otherwise, I'll eat way too much of it.
I will eat the whole thing.
Yeah. I love yogurt. But like, well, even with my veggies though, like in the morning with my Brussels sprouts, like I just write down like it's half a plate.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess that does kind of vary from day to day. It's not like perfect. It probably could be better. Like maybe I should just measure it out in a cup or something. But that's a good tip. Like she mentioned in a video that she's like, yeah, I probably wouldn't ever grab like grapes just to eat. She said I'm more likely to like grab an apple or an orange or a banana because it's so easy to track. And she said like I would never reach into like a bag of almonds and just start eating almonds. She's like I would be more inclined to buy like the little 100-calorie packs of the almonds that are like already portioned out. So, like just kind of keeping stuff like that in mind too. Like while you're at the store, just thinking like, well, what's going to be better, or even bringing it home and portioning it out yourself.
My nuts in my snack container are so sad because it's like this little tiny layer in the bottom.
No, it makes me sad to eat almonds sometimes because I'm like, this is all I get, really.
It's like when it's in the bag that you can't see through, then it's not so bad.
Yeah. How are you guys feeling about accessories? Like, are you using more accessories? Because I know you guys, I think every single person on here right now did the 21-day fix. Mm-hmm. So how are you feeling about that switch?
I think it makes you make things taste better instead of bland or boring. Makes the kids want to eat too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you're not like, I'm only get this much dressing all day.
Right. You're like freaking out about it.
I don't feel like I'm
missing
cheating.
guacamole.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's really liberating to feel like I can flavor my food. Yeah. And it's actually made me eat more, but choose better ones.
Mm-hmm.
I got those. You guys get those like Old House yogurt dressings?
Yeah.
I like those. And I've used the tip to like put a tablespoon of water in it, and that really helps.
It does.
I love that tip. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I've been doing that at restaurants a lot, and nobody notices. Like, she's totally right. Like, no one's ever seen me do it.
Yeah.
In fact, I have like a bottle of poppy seed dressing that was like starting to get low, so I just added water to the bottle in my fridge because I'm like, just be careful when you pour it because it's watered down already.
That's a good idea. I talked to Nikki this morning, and because she's on like day 2 or something, or 3, whatever day of the week it is. And she was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like the accessories part of it. She's like, my food has been so bland for months. She's like, no wonder I was cheating like crazy. Like I was looking for flavor somewhere, because she had just like pretty much stopped using all kinds of like seasoning or anything in her food. So that was like a huge aha for her this morning, that I was kind of like, yeah, I think me too. Like I'm excited about food again. And I don't know, it helps.
And you don't feel like you're cheating when you have those things. So it totally helps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. So last time we had like a bunch of stuff we were sharing, but this time, since we're kind of into it, we didn't have as much to share. So we probably won't be on as long. Does anybody else have any questions that they want answered or just want to chat about?
How's Jalinda?
I'm dandy. How are you?
Good.
I just logged in. I just got back from baseball. And I've never done these calls, so I'm like, am I on? I didn't know what I was doing.
Am I here?
Yeah, if
Are you on your phone?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I've never done it from my
And-
phone.
I don't know how you can start your video on your phone if you want to, but I haven't done it on my phone in a while.
Oh, like so you can see me?
Yeah.
Oh.
I just hit ask to start video. Did it do
I
anything?
was. It did. Let's see. I'm looking pretty hot. Let's check it out.
Oh, there, it moved her.
There you are.
Woohoo!
All right, let me see if I can invite Katie to start. Yay! Cool. It's so fun.
I have to say, I found cauliflower rice at Aldi today, and it is, I think, way better than the Green Giant. So happy lady today.
Wow.
Like frozen?
Yes.
Nice.
Did you guys notice? It might have just been Monday. I ordered groceries on Memorial Day, but the cauliflower crusts were $2 off because they're like $9.50, and they
Oh.
usually, and they were only $7.50 this week.
Wow. That's
Nice.
super cheap. That's like super, super cheap. I haven't bought those in a while. Like, okay, so the cauliflower crust, it still has carbs, right?
Okay, what she was
yeah.
talking in one of her bonus videos in the coach group about cauliflower crust, someone asked her specifically, and she said, you have to look at the crust because she's like, some of them cauliflower is not till like the 4th ingredient. And I went and looked at my cauliflower and it was the 1st ingredient. So she's like, well, if it's the 1st ingredient, you can just count it as a vegetable because that's what most of it is made out of. I know, I was like,
Stop
oh,
it.
there's like rice
Or,
or something, but I was like, sweet.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Are
we
you that like
Actually,
veggies
last
most?
the last time I made pizza with one, both the days that I ate it were weight loss days. So I'm thinking, if I have to eat pizza every night to lose weight, I will make that sacrifice.
You will.
Yes.
I like
Oh, that's so good to know. Okay, because I was kind of like leery about it and I hadn't bought it since I started this because I just wasn't sure if it was truly a veggie.
Yeah. So
There's
tomorrow,
definitely
Friday
some-
night's always pizza night around here, and we get the crappy $5 Little Caesar pizza for the kids. So I'm gonna be making a cauliflower pizza and see what happens.
Sweet.
We tried it with Justin last weekend and didn't tell him what it was until after he ate it. And then we're like, what'd you think of the pizza? And he goes, it was really good. I'm like, oh, good. Because he doesn't eat very many vegetables, like corn, peas, maybe some carrots. It's getting him to eat veggies is awful, and he's 20.
Which corn and peas are carbs.
Right, I know. But
They really
that's like,
count.
I know, but that's,
You take
that's
what
what
you
he
get.
did. But he said it was really good, and so that was, gives me a little bit of hope that we can get more veggies in him when he's around.
Yeah, you should make him the cauliflower fried rice. That's pretty good.
I made that Monday for dinner and added some chicken.
Yum.
I made I started a to be mindset Pinterest page, and I was searching like carb-free dinners basically and finding tons of stuff. I made loaded cauliflower. So you just slightly steam it first, and then you just put it in a 9x13, and you can put cheese and bacon on it. It was delicious.
That sounds good.
Because I was gonna try the cauliflower mashed potatoes, which I still want to at some point, but it was just an extra step. So I was like, I'll just throw this stuff on top of them.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I know it kind of gives you that feeling of having like loaded fries or something, but it's cauliflower.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I have like a cauliflower nachos. I should post all of my cauliflower recipes in the group because I have them all in a Google Doc.
Yes.
I'll have to do that because there's some really good ones in there.
Is everyone feeling ready for another weekend? Feels like we just got done with a weekend.
I know it snuck up fast.
I still think it's Wednesday. So I'm like a day behind at work. I thought I had 2 more days to get stuff done. Realized I have 1 day to get it done.
Crap.
Yup.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the hidden veggie pasta?
Yes.
It's probably not the best, like, I mean, I think it has spaghetti squash in it and it has some other things. I just think it's a good option for our kids. I don't know if it's the greatest option for us, but my kids love it. Like, and my husband actually loves it too. And I mix his, like, when I do Chasten's dinner, he gets like half spaghetti squash, half hidden veggie pasta because he's 12. So, and he likes that, but the boys really like the hidden veggie. And
Is Hidden Veggie the brand?
No, I think it's Meyer. I think
Oh,
the brand is Meyer, but the
there's
ingredients were like
vegetables hidden in it.
Yeah. But it makes it kind of a better texture and it doesn't like sit in your stomach like regular pasta does. So just an option for your kids, like when you're doing spaghetti squash night, if they don't like spaghetti squash, this is a good alternative.
Hey, I gotta sign off and put Jordan to bed, but it was nice to talk with you ladies.
You too.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Good night.
All right. Does anybody else have anything that they want to share? I don't want to make these like too long when we do them. But I'm super excited that people got on. What are we, like 4 more people than last week?
Last week, Alicia was on. It was just you and me and Alicia.
Yeah. So, but yay, 1 more week. We can rock the weekend. Just track everything.
I'm excited to eat an actual burger this weekend. I'm going to do no bun, but an actual burger I'm excited about.
We did that last weekend and made enough for leftovers so I could add them to my salad.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
A lot of times I either do pesto or guacamole on my burgers too.
I bought some avocado today too.
Because I feel weird doing like ketchup and mustard when you don't have a bun. But for some reason, if you put like a fancy topping on it, then.
How do you guys measure pesto? Like, I love it so much that I'm like, a little more. Maybe just a little bit more. We could just do that again. Like, it doesn't look green enough yet. I feel like every time I eat it, I eat way too much of it.
Well, like on a burger, if you just do a tablespoon, you know, it just sits on top. But if you're having like pasta, it kind of absorbs it. So I know what you mean. But you could also buy like fresh basil and throw a little of that in with the pesto, which would give your flavor more
That's a good idea.
power.
Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah, then you're not getting like all the oil. Okay. I've been putting Parmesan cheese on it too.
That works.
Hmm. Yeah. Cool. I'm so excited about all the food. Just so great.
I know. Now I have to go drink my water and not think about it.
Dinner and done.
So,
Isn't this other fun? Aren't we finding other fun right now? I think we are.
I have to say one little victory. I was at a conference today, and they had catered food, and it was good and pretty healthy. And I tried as best I could to stick to plate it, and I was proud of myself for breakfast and lunch. And then in the afternoon, they brought out cookies this big, and everybody was like having all these giant, delicious cookies. And I did not have a vegetable, but I did pull out a Beach Bar, and I was like, I'm having this cookie.
Yeah.
Good for you.
That's a perfect alternative too.
So yeah, I was like, part of me was like, I could do it. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need it. No thanks, I'm good.
Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Like, it's kind of blowing my mind how the fact that it switched. Like, I felt like with the 21-day fix, it was like, well, you can only have these things. And then if you ever went outside of that, you kind of felt like you failed. Whereas here, it puts the responsibility like back on you, where you're like, well, do I want that? It's totally my choice. Like, and just having that freedom, I don't know, 9 times out of 10 has made me make a better choice, which I couldn't for the life of me do a month ago. So
Yeah, I like that this is I feel more free with it, and haven't wanted to like have a carb with dinner. Like I think about it and I'm like, I'm so making this, and then I get to where I'm ready to make dinner and I'm like, no, I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it.
mhm.
That's awesome.
Or want, like I see everyone eating ice cream because it's hot out, and I'm like, I really want to just go get ice cream, and Chad's like, okay, we can go, and I'm like, no, it's if it's not here in the house and I have to go get it, I'm more than likely not going to get it. Although I do have a bunch of Klondike bars in my freezer that last weekend I was like, oh, Heidi, you can have one. She's like, well, aren't you going to have one? I'm like, no. She goes, well, I'm not going to have one either. I'm like, perfect. Here we
Aw,
go.
Yeah,
So
that's awesome.
you're
I just-
interesting others.
I think it's better this way.
It brings out my competitive nature because it's like a science experiment, and I'm like, I'm gonna figure this out, and I'm gonna make today a weight loss day, and I don't care what I have to do. It doesn't always work that way, but
Right.
I'm determined.
Yeah, it does make you like approach your day completely differently than anything in the past. 'Cause, yeah, I'm kind of like that too. Kind of like, oh yeah, take the scale.
Oh yeah, food pushers, back off.
Oh,
Oh,
all right, they're gonna cut us off. So,
everyone have a good night.
yes, you guys have a good night. Thank you for getting on.
See ya.
Have a great weekend.
You too.
Okay, I'm gonna end it.